Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we are back in Stormworks yet again, and today we're actually going to be looking at the three current projects. These three projects are actually quite large, but honestly, I am enjoying each and every one of them. So, starting out at the front, we've actually got our WW1 Destroyer. Up there in the sky, we've got our Trijet, as you guys can see. It's actually looking pretty good. If we go down to this side, we've got our Submarine Aircraft Carrier. So, we're going to go ahead and have a little look at each of these and talk about what we actually need to do between them. So, let's get to it. Alright, so starting out, I guess we should actually go for the WW1 WARSHIP. Honestly, this is one of my favorite projects that I've ever actually done, and I am really enjoying building this thing. Unfortunately, we have taken a little bit of a break because the steam engines actually got a little bit broken during the update, and that was a really big frustration for me, and it sort of put me off building even more into this thing, in case that was never gonna work. But I think they've actually fixed it now, so that should be fine. If you guys haven't actually looked at the project of this thing, essentially it is a WW1 warship. It has some torpedo launchers on the back. It's actually got two of them. It has a bunch of guns. One at the back right here. Then we've got two in the center, aiming each direction. We have lifeboats. And then we've also got, I believe, two guns at the front as well. One thing that we haven't done with this is actually designed any sort of interior. I mean, we've done it a little bit at the front, but most of this is actually empty, as you guys can see right here. A lot of it needs adding to. This bit right here is also empty. However, we do have a captain's room right there, and we also have, I can't remember what you actually call it, but like a second captain's room right here as well. If we go downstairs, we also have a bunch of stuff down here, which is all of the crew areas, where all of the crew can go to sleep. It's the bunks and stuff. So there's lots of beds down here. If we go through this way, we've got more beds. And if we go this way, we've actually got some showers. Kind of interesting, kind of works. And then, if we go out here, we've got our engine. And there it is. So this is the reason we haven't really been working on this thing recently, because this wasn't working. However, I think it does work now, so we'll probably get back to building this very soon. But yeah, overall, I actually think I really like the way this thing looks. I think we've done a really good job with it, and we just need it to work now. And then we can actually upload it to the workshop, and you guys can play with it yourself. But yeah, this looks really cool. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, because obviously I'm a little bit biased, but yeah, it's quite nice. Okay, we are just waiting for it to spawn in, but this is the next project that we've been working on. Essentially, this has been built on a live stream, and it's been going quite well. There are a few things that still need to be done. For example, the landing gear actually needs doors and needs to be able to retract. At the minute, it's literally just stuck on here and stuck underneath the wings. And in fact, they're at an angle, which is really weird. Obviously, that's not facing forwards. That is facing sideways. Bit odd. But yeah, overall, this thing is actually working out quite nicely. We have doors. We actually have cargo bay doors. There is one on this side. There's one on that side. There's also two on the back as well. We then have the main doors up above. We've got this guy right here, that one right there, and one at the back as well. Obviously, this is a Trijet, so it's got 3 jet engines. Originally, we actually had an exhaust out here, but that made it fly really weirdly. So I've decided this jet engine on the top actually diverts down and then out through the middle right there. And this does actually fly quite nicely. It does work. Let's go to the inside, and I'll show you guys what's going on there. So, on the interior, we have a pilot seat, or 2. We have a throttle lever in the middle. Obviously, we need dials and stuff going on in the cockpit. At the minute, we don't have any. These right here are the lavatories. We've got 2 of them. The doors are locked because I don't want to go in there. On both sides right here, we've obviously got doors. Unfortunately, I've accidentally merged this one or something, because that's not working, but yes. If we go backwards, we have some sort of like first class in here. 2 more toilets. Bit strange, I know. Another 2 first class seats, and then we get to economy. But before that, we have 2 more doors. Bam and bam. But yeah, loads of economy seats. If we continue down, we've got 2 more doors. We've got 2 more lavatories, and then I kind of want to add the galley back here. So, like the eating place. That'd be really cool. But yes, a lot of this is working. There's just a few more things that need to be done. One of the things that I think we should do is change this back end so that the tail sort of merges a little bit better with this engine, because at the minute that looks really weird. It doesn't look very good. But yeah, overall, I actually really like this thing. I think it looks pretty good. The doors all need a tiny bit of work because they're a little bit, I mean, they're not strong enough, as you can see. But yeah, overall, not too bad. Alright, so the last creation we're actually looking at is this thing right here. This is, of course, our submarine aircraft carrier, and we were actually getting on with this quite well until recently when I started building that thing. But essentially, this floats. It does float, but it doesn't really do too much else. So that is one of the issues I guess we do have with this thing. It doesn't really do an awful lot. The door on the front does work. It does seal itself. And we are able to actually fill the ballast tanks using the doors on the sides, which you can see right there. However, there's a few issues with this. We can't actually empty the ballast tanks yet, and I need to come up with a better way of doing it than what we've currently got. So that's one thing that we need to do. We also need to redesign a plane for this thing. There was a plane built, but I don't think it's good enough, so we won't use it. At least I don't think we will anyway. But yeah, I mean, we will get back on with this thing. We definitely will. It currently doesn't actually have any propulsion systems either. We have no way of getting from the hangar down into the main bay. And I don't know what this is. I don't remember putting this... Oh, it's because I messed with the outside. This right here is just a copy and paste issue. But don't worry about that too much. Anyway, if we go downstairs, we have this huge corridor down here where we can fill it with a bunch of stuff. This right here is my air tank, but I don't think it's very good, so we'll probably get rid of that too. But yeah, overall, I think if we look at the outside of this thing, it's looking pretty good. It doesn't look bad at all. We still need to put the engines in it, of course. It does have 2 deck guns, courtesy of the workshop, but yeah, it's looking not too bad at all. If you look at the conning towers, this one is an actual conning tower. This one is going to have the exhausts and stuff like that on it, and I think that's going to be really cool. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below which one of these creations you guys want to see the most of, and we'll probably end up getting back to them. Honestly, I like all of them, so we'll hopefully get them all done and on the workshop eventually, but yeah, let me know which one you prefer the most. But for now, thank you guys very much for watching, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.